Hi there, Z here, and there's something really, really special about game developers taking a game that we used to play back in the day, and it had to be when you were a child or when you were in college, and then they take it and they remake it, because the weird thing that always happens is it always works. It always makes a fantastic game, no matter how many times they crank it over and over and over again. I mean, they just must have known how to do good characters back in the day. And then, here's a game. Let's play a game here. Name a franchise that you liked back in the day, then they didn't make anything for a while, and then they recently came out with another game that's just awful. Then name one that it backfired on them. They just made a piece of garbage. Because honestly, I can't think of one. That's a good one. Not good for me though. That is a good one on your guys' side. Oh boy, to be completely fair, I forgot that even came out because I was drinking a lot when that game came out. But you know what? Everyone makes fun of Sonic. I mean, that's not fair. That is a giveaway. That's a giveaway right now. I'm not accepting that one. Try to do another one. Because besides that one, there's really no other ones. God, that was awful. That was terrible, wasn't it? That was fucking dark times right there. I would say give me another one, because jokes are better when you do them in threes. So just give me another one, because obviously I'm wrong about that one hits home. That one hurts right here. Duke, you were supposed to be the good one. You were supposed to be the good one, Duke. I just don't even know what to say, though, Duke. You worked on it for how many fucking years? Switched from person to person, company to company. It was supposed to be refined and good, and you gave us mediocre crap. That's all it was. Well, I'm sad. Quake Champions, guys. It's an alpha ass review. Can we get this going? Thank you. Yeah, you guys can leave too if that's great. Yeah, thank you. Take me away. Now, for those of you who watched the amazingly entertaining and definitely not cringy E3 this year, Bethesda did mention that they were coming out with a new Quake game called Quake Champions. And to those of you who don't know what Quake is, it was actually a pretty big influence of online gaming around 1997-ish. With it being one of the first actual 3D video game experiences, it got really popular really quickly, and it was a frontrunner for the emergence of the multiplayer scene. Not for this guy, though. 8-year-old me was into Duke Nukem 3D and them 8-bit titties, but that's a story for another time. We don't need to talk about that right now. I did play Quake a little bit when I was younger, but the really fast-paced nature of the single player was a little bit too much for my developing brain to follow along with. But what about Quake Champions? Is that still a thing, or did they upgrade with the times? Well, I can tell you right now that my brain is fully developed. It's been kicked around a little bit from alcohol abuse, but it's still good. And the game, yes, it is fucking just as fast as before. Maybe even faster. I don't know, because I haven't played the first one in about a decade. I mean, look at this shit. It looks like Sonic took a dime bag of Coke to the face and drank a Red Bull right afterwards. But honestly, that's all part of the appeal. Pudgy, going too slow and methodical for your liking? Bam! I hope you like things so fast you can't even concentrate on what you're shooting on. You want to play Overwatch, but you want to play it at 3 times the speed and you don't have to move around a payload anywhere? Boom! Quake Champions is here for you. You want to play Fortnite? Go fuck yourself. The speed of the gameplay is not the only fast part of the game as well. You also have a decreased respawn time. So, next time you die, you don't even have enough time to scratch your ball sack before you're right back into the game. Alright, Zach, we get it. This game is faster than your stamina in bed. Yeah, we understand. But what else is there about this game? Well, I mean, you have a good collections of characters to choose from. I mean, around 13 to be exact. But Most of them are locked behind a game currency that you need to work up to unlock them, or you could spend $20 of your hard-earned money to get all of them. Yes, microtransactions. I am starting to slowly give up that we will never ever get away from that there. Nope. Nope, I don't even know who fucking put microtransactions in their games first. I haven't done the research. I'm guessing it's EA, but I'm not pointing fingers. So you'll probably get good at one or two people while you're working up the currency to buy off more people, but none of that matters to me because I got my main boy, BJ Blazkowicz, in this game. Yes, he's in this game and it is fantastic. I almost creamed myself when I first saw that. I can play one of my most recent favorite protagonists from one of my most recent favorite video game series. I would have paid money just for that. This almost made me forget about the upcoming abortion of a game that will most likely hurt the Wolfenstein series rather than help it, but no amount of alcohol can prepare me for that travesty, so I'm just going to wait for it to get here. And yeah, you guys are probably going to see a review of that game because I'm a sheeple and I fucking love the series. And I'm going to drink a lot around that time. I'm guessing it's going to be a Sonic 06 binge. But besides the minor fan meltdown I had right there, they also have Doomslayer, aka the Doom guy from Doom. Did I really fucking put Doom that many times in the script? Do I even proofread them? And several other characters that, honestly, I've never seen. Don't know if they're from the original, don't know if they're from another game in another game series, and they brought it over, kind of like Doom and BJ Blazkowicz. I honestly have no idea because when I was looking into it, all I saw was them in the upcoming game. So if they are in something else, make sure to tell me because I could not find the answer. I guess I should say I couldn't be fucked to find the answer. So for those of you who aren't looking at the video and watching the gameplay while I'm talking about all this bullshit, you have an arena to fight in, there are health and armor pickups, and as many weapons as you can shake a dick at. I'm sorry, that was a bit vulgar. It's just what us old farts used to say here in South Dakota. You got shotguns, you got snipers, you got automatic rifles, you got laser pistols, you got rocket launchers, and a few more things that I don't want to find the footage to, so there's a lot of guns. There's a pretty great selection of guns, and they're all fast shooting, run and gun type gameplay, and since there is no pussy reloading in this game, all you have to do is pick up a gun, aim it in a general direction, and just start shooting until you hear the clicking text. But Zach, that just sounds like a bunch of characters doing the same thing. That sounds boring, I hear you all whine. I know you're all doing it, don't be fucking denying it. Well, each character has a set amount of damage and health and speed, so they each handle differently. You can have a really big guy with a lot of health, not so much damage and is slow as fuck, or you can have a guy that doesn't do a lot of damage but can easily duck and weave throughout all the fights. It's very, very simple. But if that's not enough for you, they also have a special ability that each one does, and each one, they do things. The special abilities do things. Honestly, I've only been playing BJ because he's my boy, so I haven't fucking clue what all the other ones do, but I know that they're all different because I've died to every single one of them, so, I mean, that's nice. But the stages are very interesting, the maps are well put together, and as soon as you get through a certain amount of points, or the time runs out and you have the most points, you win and you can start it all over again. Very, very simple. Very, very easy concept to understand. And before you ask, there is no single player. You can play free-for-all, that's available, but there is no single player campaign. This bitch is 100% multiplayer. So if you're one of those shut-ins that the idea of playing video games with other people, even though you don't have to fucking talk to them, but if you're one of those people and that idea gets you more nervous than a chihuahua on drugs, I'd stick with Fallout 4 and wait for the next Fallout game or the next Bethesda single-player game. Oh. Well, it's never too late to make friends online. I don't know what to tell you guys. Bethesda kind of pulled the rug out from under you on that one here, but take your pick. There's plenty of people to find on the internet. You can either get the man who's in his 30s pretending to be a woman or a small child that plays Fortnite. Welcome to the internet. That's all you're going to find on here. But overall, yeah, it's a pretty alpha game for a low intelligence, high reflex gameplay. You don't really need to play this game safe, or really you have to play it smart or anything. You just see someone, and as long as you're quicker on the reactions, you have a better chance of dropping them. Now, is this worth your $5 purchase? Actually, let's go up to 30. There is a $30 purchase out there that gives you all the champions, and let's be fair, people are going to buy that shit. So let's go with 30. And that is really all up to you. It's not worth $30 for me, I can tell you that right now. For the same amount of money, you can get a very similar deathmatch game on Steam, or something like Overwatch if you prefer. I mean, I got this shit for free from the E3 conference here. They said, hey, this is going to be open for what? For 24 hours. You can get it free for right now, and then you can play it no matter what. And I picked it. I didn't even download it. Completely fucking forgot about it. And then I was drunk several nights ago. I downloaded it. Wouldn't you know, I actually enjoyed it. The mindless violence really pulled me in and relaxed me. Oh boy, that frat house next door that has parties until fucking 4 o'clock in the morning and doesn't invite me to any of them because I was accused, not found guilty of, but I was accused of sniffing 1 or 2 or 12 girls' seats when they stood up to get more beer. They could sleep. They could sleep well tonight and for the foreseeable future, because this game has definitely pushed back the date of their mysterious kitchen fire that they were going to might have probably in the foreseeable future. Oh man, good times. Good times. I better end this video before the cops come over here again. I hope you guys had a good time. I know I did.